Welcome back to the kitchen, everyone. Harrison Blizzard here, dietitian at Tobic Valley Community Health Center. Today I'm making a quick salad, really easy to make, only a few ingredients, and what's really nice about this one is you get to make your own dressing. So if anyone has not ever done that before, I can show you how easy it is. So we're making a black bean chickpea avocado salad. So we'll get started. I've already pre-cut the vegetables, so it'll be nice and quick for us to show you. You can play around with the vegetables that you want to eat, but the recipe calls for 1 pepper. So I got a red pepper here. And then we add in 2 tomatoes. You might want to add more or less depending on the size. Mine were a little small. So there's our tomatoes. And then we have some green onion. So again, play around with the amounts, play around with the type. Some people would like to add some lettuce in there, that's fine too. So we got those 3 ingredients. I'll show you what this one's for in a little bit. I'm going to put in our beans next. So I have a can of black beans and a can of chickpeas. So a lot of times people think of black beans or kidney beans and things like chilies. A lot of times we eat salad, we always want to think about what are we getting for that protein. That could be a piece of meat, some chicken on top. But here we're going to use the beans. So I've pre-rinsed these beans because they have a bit of that brine on them and it kind of gets gunky. So I got 1 can of the black beans and 1 can of the chickpeas. Now these are no salt added, and these are a real great option if you are looking for maybe more of a lower salt in your diet. If you have a regular can, that's fine too, because when we rinse them, we can remove up to even 50% of the salt just from getting rid of that brine. And then the last vegetable that's going to go in there is actually an avocado. Some people aren't very familiar with avocado, or they might only be used to it in guacamole. They're actually a source of very healthy fat, which is nice. So it's going to add a nice creaminess to this salad when we bite into it. A lot of people are kind of worried, how do I cut them? So I'm showing you here, I'm just cutting around the skin. And then you'll see in the middle, there's the seed. This one is pretty ripe, it's pretty easy to get out, but if you have a hard time, you can take your knife and give a nice firm tap, cutting into the seed and give it a twist. And just like that, it pops out. Now, you can use that in dishes, you can mash it up, almost like a mashed potato or a mashed egg. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna cube it. The way to do that is to take it and instead of peeling it out, is to cut it inside the shell. So I'm gonna make little slices into the avocado. Just like that. I'm going to turn it 90 degrees and do the exact same thing. And then we'll do that over here, same idea. At 90 degrees. So now that they're ready to go, all you need is a spoon. Spoon works best. I just have a spatula here. I'm just going to pop them out. So you can see there, it's nice cubes that goes into our salad. And that's ready. We'll keep these shells. I'll show you a little trick if you want to impress your friends or family if they're over visiting. So we'll take that and we'll just finish that off. And that is the salad. So now what we need to do is make the dressing. Here I have a 1/4 cup of olive oil, which is a real nice oil to use in salad dressings because we're not cooking it and it keeps the nice flavor it has. And what I also have here is a 1/4 cup of lime juice. So lime goes really well with beans and avocados. And just before I finish that off, I'm just going to take off my last lime here and make some zest. So you just use the small grater on your cheese grater, and that gives you that nice zest. We want about a tablespoon of that, so I'm going to probably use that whole lime. So any acid, vinegars, lime juice, lemon juice, they all work in a lot of dressings. So that's good. So I'm going to throw that into our oil. I'm going to use the rest of the lime for this juice. So I have a juicer here. Now you can use a lime juice that's already pre-bottled. You can buy them in the store, lemon and lime juices. But I just had some lemons here that were on sale, so I thought I'd buy some for some different recipes I made this week. All right, so we're gonna add that. So what I'm gonna actually do, there's no seeds in that lime, which is great. So I'm just gonna add the oil into this bigger cup, just so it's easy for me to mix. Now you can use a whisk and give that a little stir. You're going to want to give it a little shake and stir before you pour it because it will settle. So there's my lime and olive oil. I'm going to add in that garlic. And then I'm going to add in salt and pepper for flavor. Again, someone who may be worried about salt doesn't have to add that in. I'm just putting it in there for some flavoring today. And then that's mixed up. So now this is an optional thing. It depends how much heat you like, but I have a jalapeno. This is going to give a real nice flavor here. I'm going to throw that in. All right, so we are ready. Now that that dressing is ready to go, we want to give our salad, vegetables and beans just a stir to toss them a bit. What I really like about the beans and the chickpeas, it gives that nice color. So you have some yellows, some dark brown, black of the black beans, and you have those nice greens and the red. So it's a real nice salad, and you can just, even without the dressing, it smells so fresh. Now you can keep it like that and portion some of it out. The avocados will brown, so you have to be mindful of that. They kind of oxidize, so you may want to only use the avocado, put it in right before you eat it. The acid of the vinaigrette will also help with that, to keep it from browning. I'm going to put the whole thing in. Again, you could just add as you want. You can drizzle it on top or mix it in. I like it mixed in because it coats all around the vegetables. You can also add other spices that people like to have with Mexican cooking. Some people would add some cilantro in there, which would give a nice flavor if you're a fan of cilantro. You can even use a cumin or even a chipotle, which is a smoked pepper, which is really nice. But I kept it simple for today, and there it's ready to go. So you can keep that in the bowl. A nice thing, if you want to portion it out for people on their plate, is using the shell of your avocado and stacking it in there. And you can put that right on the plate, and it's ready to go. So thanks a lot for tuning in. Please subscribe to the channel. Watch for any videos coming up in the future, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much.